Yeah, back on the road again. Wisdom foragers. This time we're on a mission. We're gonna go fishing. We're gonna catch some fish. Hello. Easy. Oh, my first fish. We're gonna gut it. We're gonna make a fire in the wild. We're gonna cook it. We're gonna eat it. Oh my God.
An up temp.
So let's see how we get on. I'm not a pro at doing this.
Can I say smart fishes?
This is what we're about. We're about gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, and looking at how we can get the most out of life.
Foraging the earth, hunting the land, fishing the waters with wisdom in hand. Through nature we learn, respect is the key. Survival and truth in the wild sets us free.
So we're here in a little part of the English countryside at this beautiful little lake. We're not doing wild fishing today. We're actually going to be doing some farmed fishing. Just our entry one into our fishing experiences. Enjoy the journey. It's a lovely day. We've got ducks around, sun shining, bit of clouds in the sky for a bit of cover. And we're going to test out our skills for some fishing, some gutting, and some cooking some fish. Today we're specifically hunting with one of the favorite foods of trout, what is sweet corn.
I step with intention, the forest is wise. The prey I pursue looks me in the eyes. It's not about conquest, it's balance and care. A life for a life, a bond that we share.
I've got one. First trout of the day. Hello. Easy. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. For the first trout of the day. That is gonna be tasty.
With every hunt, I honor the cost. Respect for the life and the lessons I've lost. Through the act, I feel the circle complete. The wisdom of nature beneath.
Look at that beautiful, fresh colored trout. Trout is very much like a salmon type of meat. Tastes like salmon, but it's not salmon.
Respect is the key. Survival and truth in the wild set us free.
So right now I'm gonna practice gutting my first trout fish. I'm not that experienced in gutting trout, but I've done some research, and so I've got some good tips. I'm going to use my Timberwolf knife that I picked up in the States. Again, it's not necessarily the sharpest knife that we could have, but from the research I've been looking into, firstly I'm going to get into the back of the gills here. We're just going to go under.
Every act, every choice connects to the whole. A tapestry woven the body and soul. Through foraging, hunting, and fishing, I see the roots of survival are harmony. The earth, the water, the life that we share. A delicate balance that demands our care. The more I connect, the more I know. Nature's the source from which all wisdom flows. Foraging the earth, hunting the land, fishing the waters with wisdom in hand. Through nature we learn, respect is the key. Survival and truth in the wild sets us free.
We're gonna make a fire and we're gonna cook it.
Lines in the water, patience my tool. The river's a mirror, calm and cool. Each cast is a question, the current replies. The answers are found in the depth of the skies.
Can I say smart fishes?
The future depends on the.
How you feeling?
In part, I feel like really lucky and inspired to come and have this experience. I think taking life is always a sad experience, you know. When I had to kill the fish, I felt a way about killing the fish, but I honored it, I respected it. I said, thank you for your life. May we take the nourishment of your meat into our bodies, and may your spirit travel free. Return back to your next life experience. Whatever your belief system is, I think just having that level of respect is empowering for you and empowering for what you consume, even if it's vegetation.
Through fishing I find the rhythm of life, the ebb and Every choice connects to the whole, a tapestry woven the body and soul. Through foraging, hunting, and fishing, I see the roots of survival are harmony.
My first fish, it was a long, hard battle. And we wish him well in his next life.
The more I connect, the more I know. Nature's the source from which all wisdom flows. Foraging the earth.
If we eat meat, I think it's important to have that experience of actually catching the meat, catching the fish, killing the animal, preparing the animal and eating it. So you can really respect the life of the meat, the life of the animal, where you got the meat from, because often we just take it for granted. You know, in the Western world, we walk into a supermarket, you can buy fish, you can buy lamb, you can buy chicken, take eggs. We don't think about where it actually comes from on the ground, on the land, actually how we're consuming a life of an animal. So I think it's really important that we honor the animals. If we catch something, we honor it and we eat it with respect. We acknowledge where it came from.
Hunting the land, fishing the waters with wisdom in hand. Through nature we learn, respect is the key. Survival and truth in the wild sets us free. Foraging the earth, hunting the land, fishing the waters, together we stand. In balance we live, with purpose we thrive. Through nature we grow, in its truth we survive.
So we've now got our catch. We've got 3 trout, and now we're heading into the wilderness. Well, not really the wilderness, just some of the English countryside, to find a nice little remote location where we can make a fire. I'm gonna cook that fish on the fire and make a delicious trout lunch. Another observation in nature that we often see stinging nettles alongside hedgerows, and wherever you get stinging nettles, we're gonna find dock leaves. You know, that's one of the great gifts in nature, that naturally, where there's a poison, there's a medicine. You know, and it's the same in life. Where there's a problem, there's a solution. Where there's a challenge, there's an outcome that can help you overcome it. When we feel like we're lost, there's always a way out to re-find our path, to find our way. Check out all these stinging nettles. I'm gonna start collecting stinging nettles soon. I'm gonna start making some nettle tea. Stinging nettles are really good for boosting the immune system. So we're gonna be making a fire. So I'm gonna start collecting up little bits of wood that I think would be good for a fire. Collecting some firewood. Now again, so when it comes to making a fire, we're gonna need some key elements. So we're gonna need some tinder that we can use to catch the spark. That can be the basis of our fire. And we're gonna need some slightly larger bits of wood that can start to grow the heat of the fire. And then we're gonna need some larger bits again that can sustain the heat. So when it comes to making a fire, what is the triangle of creating a fire? We need fuel, something to burn. We need heat, something to get hot to create the flame. And we need chi, or oxygen, that potent force that helps the fire to grow. Not doing this every week, every day. This is quite a challenge to get the right spark onto the dry grass, and then to catch that spark and then start to grow that into a flame. It's quite a challenge. So here we go.
Step by step, the wild calls me through forests and rivers where I learn to be free. Foraging wisdom, my lessons expand. Flames from the earth, sparked by my hands. Nature's my teacher, now I understand.
You catch it. We got it.
On the path path every step reveals a world of balance where time gently heals. The rustle of leaves, the flow of the stream, a journey of truth like walking a dream. Every mountain I climb, every valley I cross, nature shows beauty in gain and loss. The earth is my guide, her wisdom runs deep. In silence and wonder, her lessons I keep. Step by step, the wild.
So after several attempts, we've had to say this area has defeated us on the fire. We just couldn't quite get the stronger bits of wood to hold the heat. So we're gonna have to change the plan right now. We're making sure that we're putting out the fire completely.
Nature's my teacher, now I understand.
And we'll make a new plan. We have not given up on that trout. So forward and onward. Maybe this just was not the spot for us to create a fire. We were both slightly hesitant anyway, because obviously there's a lot of long grass around here. Maybe the universe just conspired and said, nah, don't create a fire here. Part of the adventure of life. It doesn't always work out, but don't quit.
Gathering berries, roots from the ground. Each plant a treasure, its purpose profound. Leaves that can heal, seeds that can grow. The cycle of life is all we need to know. It's not just survival, it's wisdom.
Using your senses is often a key when it comes to foraging. Now, we've slightly gone past the season. Not slightly, we've definitely gone past the season. But over here, look what I found. This is wild garlic. And you can't miss it. Can't mistake it because it smells so garlicky. And it's my smell that made me realize there was that. I was like, what's that garlicky smell? I can smell garlic. Wild garlic tends to bloom during the springtime. My wife makes some really good wild garlic falafels. We make some wild garlic butter. It's really great vegetable leaf that you can forage in the UK. Highly recommend it, but we've missed the season. But it's amazing that this is old, but it still smells so strong.
Step by step, the wild calls me. Through forests and rivers where I learn to be free.
From one location to another. We've driven again into another area now. We've changed the plan. We're gonna do a little barbecue. There's no way we're not gonna be cooking and eating this fish.
Fire from the stones, sparks in the dark, a glow that ignites my survival's hallmark.
What we've done is we've brought in some seasoning with us. So we've got your good old pink Himalayan salt. We've got some black pepper. And then just to add a little extra, je ne sais quoi, we have some garlic seasoning. It's got a mixture of like paprika, it's got some dried onion, some more black pepper, some parsley, a few little extra flavors. We got your extra virgin oil. We've got some butter. We have our trout. We are definitely adapting on the move. We're gonna do something slightly different. Now, as we didn't bring our tin foil, and we don't really have that much things to use for our seasoning, we're gonna throw our trout in this bag here. Open up our virgin oil. We're gonna get some oil in the bag. We're gonna get some salt. Get a little bit of Himalayan salt special. Gonna get our garlic. We're gonna get our black pepper. We got our lemon special. Bust this lemon. Let me get those flavors mixing in. Delicious. I'll take a nice healthy chunk of this butter out. We're gonna put that butter inside this here fish. Okay. Fire to cook down, last little bit. We want these embers to be nice and red. We don't want them to be smoking still. Just while we're waiting for the coals to get nice and hot, just gonna bring our attention to this nice little piece of woodland we're in here with all these new, look fresh silver birch trees. And you can always identify these by their silver bark and by their little leaves, little birch leaves. And we've also got two big, beautiful conifer trees over here. Check out this beautiful red, dark red bark. And And it goes up.
Wild as a mirror, reflecting the truth. From mountains, old stars, to the river's youth. Innovation blooms in the lessons it gives. Through balance and care, it teaches how to live. Every choice I make, every path I find, connects the spirit, the body, the mind. Through forage and fire and rivers that bend, I learn from the wild, it's wisdom, my friend. Step by step, through
Alright, so I think we're ready. Coals are looking good. Alright, other times you can actually collect seasoning, freshly foraged from nature. Today we brought our seasoning with us. But you know, we're not gonna just be cooking a fish without any seasoning. So we've seasoned this baby up nicely. We're gonna now just put that baby on the fire.
Step by step, the wild calls me. Through forests and rivers where I learn to be free. Foraging wisdom, my lessons expand.
Freshly caught and cooked trout.
Nature's my teacher, now I understand.
I'll do the first taste, or should I?
Alright, go for it.
It smells so good, so fresh. Oh my god. That is actually incredible. Bro, how good is that?
An up tempo.
Amazing, right?
Step by step, the wild calls me.
This is stage 101. We will be moving up as we progress. But I can't tell you, you know, mixed with the seasoning and the freshness of this fish, it was absolutely incredible.
That is some good fish.
So again, whenever you're in nature, always make sure you clean up after yourself. Leave it as if you were never there. So, you know, we've come here, we've had a barbecue, we've eaten some food, we're gonna cover up, clean up, bounce as if we were never here.
Survival, it's wisdom's bloom. Lessons and patience from nature's classroom.
But that's been a fun day. I hope you've enjoyed our Wisdom Foragers journey, catching trout, gutting it, cooking it, getting out into nature, exploring, learning some new skills. If you've enjoyed it, remember to comment, give us a like and subscribe. Stay connected to Wisdom Foragers. Always keep adventuring, keep journeying, keep reflecting on life like a philosopher, and keep questioning and looking for truth like a true detective. Life, every step is an adventure. Enjoy it, keep living it, and make sure you look after nature and keep cleaning up after yourselves. Much respect. Till next time, that's a wrap.